The morning began like any other in New York City. Commuters hurried through the streets, coffee in hand, while yellow taxis honked impatiently. Children laughed and chattered on their way to school, and the hum of city life filled the air. No one anticipated the events that would soon unfold. At precisely 9:17 a.m., the sky over Manhattan darkened inexplicably. Office workers glanced out of their windows, tourists pointed their cameras upwards, and a hush fell over the bustling streets. A massive alien spacecraft, unlike anything seen in human history, descended from the clouds, blocking out the sun. The craft was enormous, dwarfing even the tallest skyscrapers, with a sleek metallic surface that glistened ominously. Panic erupted as people screamed and ran for cover. Cars collided in chaotic traffic jams, and police sirens wailed in the distance. News helicopters took to the skies, broadcasting live footage of the alien vessel. Within minutes, the world watched in stunned silence as the craft hovered silently over the city, casting an eerie shadow. The aliens, known as the Zarthans, made their presence known with an awe-inspiring display of advanced technology. Smaller ships detached from the mothership, hovering above key landmarks and projecting holographic images of their leaders. The Zarthans themselves were revealed to be tall, elegant beings with shimmering blue skin and eyes that glowed like sapphires. They wore intricate robes adorned with symbols that seemed to shift and change before the viewer's eyes. A telepathic message echoed in the minds of everyone within the city, a voice both soothing and authoritative. People of Earth, we are the Zarthans. We come from a distant star, seeking knowledge and cooperation. Do not fear us, for we mean you no harm. The message, though calming, did little to quell the fear and uncertainty. The world's governments swiftly convened to address the situation. In a secure bunker beneath the Pentagon, leaders from various nations gathered to discuss their response. General Marcus Bradley, a seasoned military officer known for his calm under pressure, was appointed to lead the delegation tasked with establishing contact. As General Bradley and his team approached the designated meeting point in Central Park, they were accompanied by heavily armed soldiers and a convoy of armored vehicles. The atmosphere was tense, every eye on the skies as they waited for the aliens to appear. Suddenly, a beam of light descended from the mothership, and Zareth, the Zarthothian leader, materialized before them. Zareth stood over 7 feet tall, his presence commanding and otherworldly. His eyes, a deep glowing blue, seemed to pierce through the very souls of those who gazed upon him. "Welcome to Earth," General Bradley began, his voice steady despite the weight of the moment. "We come in peace and hope to establish a mutual understanding between our species." Zareth's response was immediate, his telepathic voice resonating in their minds. "Your weapons are primitive, your technology laughable. We have come to offer you a glimpse of true power." With a wave of his hand, Zareth summoned a holographic display. The air shimmered and scenes of Zarthothian technology appeared before the humans. They watched in awe as energy beams sliced through solid rock, plasma cannons vaporized targets, and gravity-defying vehicles maneuvered with impossible agility. The delegation stood in stunned silence, their confidence shaken. General Bradley, ever the strategist, hid his dismay behind a stoic facade. He knew that Earth's weapons, formidable by human standards, were nothing compared to the Zarthothians' advanced arsenal. The gap between their technologies was vast, and the realization left a bitter taste. As the demonstration concluded, Zareth's voice echoed once more. "We seek not to conquer, but to enlighten. Join us, and together we shall explore the mysteries of the universe." The meeting ended, and the delegation returned to their respective nations with heavy hearts. The Zarthothians had made their point clear. Humanity was outmatched. Yet, despite the humiliation, a spark of determination ignited within the hearts of those who had witnessed the aliens' power. In the days that followed, governments around the world scrambled to respond. Military leaders, scientists, and engineers worked tirelessly, driven by a newfound resolve. Among them was Dr. Emily Carter, a brilliant scientist known for her work in advanced weaponry. Unlike many, she saw the Zarthothians' arrival not as an end, but as a challenge. Dr. Carter secluded herself in her lab, poring over every piece of data she could find on the Zarthothians. She studied their energy sources, their weapon designs, and their technology. Her mind raced with ideas, and though the task seemed insurmountable, she remained undeterred. The world watched and waited, uncertain of what the future held. The Zargothians' arrival had changed everything, and humanity stood at a crossroads. Would they rise to the challenge, or succumb to their new overlords? Only time would tell, but one thing was certain. The story of Earth's encounter with the Zargothians was just beginning. The weeks following the Zargothians' arrival were a whirlwind of activity and anxiety. In cities around the globe, life had not yet returned to normal. The presence of the alien ships overhead was a constant reminder of Earth's vulnerability. Governments worked around the clock, forming councils and task forces to address the alien threat and potential collaboration. In New York, the United Nations held an emergency summit to discuss the appropriate response to the Zargothians. Representatives from every nation crowded into the Grand Assembly Hall, their faces a mix of fear, curiosity, and determination. General Marcus Bradley stood at the podium, ready to present the military's efforts to communicate and negotiate with the aliens. "Distinguished delegates," General Bradley began, his voice steady and authoritative, "we are facing an unprecedented challenge. The Zargothians have demonstrated their technological superiority, but we must show them that humanity is not to be underestimated." As General Bradley spoke, Dr. Emily Carter observed from a side chamber, her mind racing with ideas and strategies. She knew that the coming days would be crucial in determining humanity's fate. Despite the overwhelming odds, she believed that Earth's ingenuity and resilience could still make a difference. The Zargothians, confident in their dominance, continued to display their advanced technology in public demonstrations. These events drew large crowds, with people both fascinated and terrified by the alien visitors. During one such demonstration in Central Park, Zareth and his team showcased their energy-based weapons, effortlessly slicing through solid steel and vaporizing targets with pinpoint accuracy. General Bradley, ever the strategist, saw an opportunity to test humanity's resolve. He arranged for a counter-demonstration, intending to show that Earth was not entirely defenseless. The military set up a firing range, complete with an array of the most advanced human firearms and missile systems. Soldiers stood ready, their faces set with determination. As the Zargothians looked on, General Bradley signaled the start of the demonstration. The soldiers fired their rifles with precision, launching a barrage of bullets and missiles at designated targets. Explosions and gunfire filled the air, but the Zargothians remained unimpressed. Zareth's telepathic laughter echoed through the minds of those present. "Is this the best your species can offer?" Zareth mocked. "These toys are nothing compared to our technology." The humans felt a mix of humiliation and frustration. Despite their best efforts, their weapons seemed insignificant in the face of Zargothian might. The alien leaders' derision only fueled their determination to find a way to defend their planet. Dr. Carter watched the scene unfold with a critical eye. She noticed that while the Zargothians were confident in their advanced weaponry, they were also dismissive of Earth's potential. This arrogance, she realized, could be their weakness. Returning to her lab, Dr. Carter redoubled her efforts. She began experimenting with modifications to existing human firearms, integrating elements of the Zargothian technology she had studied. Her goal was to create weapons that could disrupt the aliens' energy fields and penetrate their defenses. Meanwhile, news of the aliens' mockery spread like wildfire. Social media buzzed with reactions, ranging from anger to determination. Humanity, it seemed, was not ready to roll over and accept defeat. In remote regions and underground bunkers, resistance groups formed, determined to defend Earth by any means necessary. One such group, led by a former Navy SEAL named Jack Reynolds, operated in the Nevada desert. They had managed to acquire a small cache of alien technology and were working on retrofitting their firearms. Their first test was a success, as they ambushed a Zargothian scouting party and forced them into a hasty retreat. The incident in the desert was a turning point. It proved that the Zargothians were not invincible and that with the right approach, humans could fight back. General Bradley and Dr. Carter received reports of the ambush and were intrigued by the effectiveness of the modified weapons. Dr. Carter reached out to Reynolds and his team, inviting them to collaborate on further weapon development. The former SEALs arrived at her lab, bringing with them their modified firearms and valuable combat experience. Together, they worked tirelessly, refining their designs and testing new prototypes. As the weeks passed, more and more humans adopted these modified weapons. The tide began to turn, and the Zargothians found themselves facing unexpected resistance. Their shields and energy fields, once thought impenetrable, were now vulnerable to the ingenuity of human engineers and scientists. Zareth, facing the possibility of defeat, grew desperate. The once mighty aliens now found themselves on the defensive, their arrogance replaced by uncertainty. The humans, once mocked and dismissed, had proven themselves to be resourceful and resilient. In a surprising twist, Zareth sought a meeting with General Bradley and Dr. Carter. The Zargothian leader, now visibly weary, projected his thoughts with a tone of humility. "We underestimated your species. Your weapons, though primitive, have proven to be formidable. We wish to propose a truce." General Bradley exchanged a glance with Dr. Carter before responding. "What do you have in mind?" "We seek to borrow your modified firearms and collaborate on developing new technology that combines the strengths of both our species," Zareth admitted. "Together, we can achieve greater heights." The proposition was met with skepticism, but the opportunity to end the conflict and advance human technology was too significant to ignore. Dr. Carter saw the potential for a mutually beneficial partnership, one that could propel humanity into a new era of innovation. The stage was set for an unprecedented alliance, one that would test the limits of cooperation and trust between two vastly different species. As they looked to the future, both humans and Zargothians knew that their survival depended on working together. The agreement to collaborate marked the beginning of a tenuous alliance between the humans and the Zargothians. General Bradley and Dr. Carter took the lead in coordinating efforts, establishing a joint task force to explore the potential of combining human ingenuity with Zargothian technology. The headquarters for this new alliance was set up in a secure facility in Nevada, where the desert provided both secrecy and space for experimentation. Despite initial skepticism on both sides, the alliance began to show promise. The facility buzzed with activity as human scientists and engineers worked alongside Zargothian technologists. Laboratories were filled with prototypes, blueprints, and cutting-edge equipment. The once hostile atmosphere gradually softened as mutual respect and curiosity replaced fear and suspicion. Dr. Carter and Jack Reynolds, the former Navy SEAL, became key figures in this cooperative effort. Reynolds' team, with their hands-on combat experience and knowledge of modified firearms, provided invaluable insights into practical applications. Dr. Carter, with her deep understanding of both human and alien technology, spearheaded the research and development efforts. One fateful day, a team of scientists and engineers was dispatched to a remote desert location for a field test of their latest prototype, a hybrid weapon combining human projectile mechanics with Zargothian energy modulation. The test was a critical step in proving the viability of their collaborative work. As the team set up their equipment, an unexpected anomaly appeared on their scanners. A small, unidentified craft was approaching at high speed. Before they could react, the craft landed, and a group of rogue humans emerged, armed with heavily modified weapons. These rebels, known as the Red Dawn, had been operating in the shadows, scavenging alien technology and conducting guerrilla attacks against both humans and Zargothians. The leader of the Red Dawn, a fierce and charismatic figure named Lara Stone, confronted the joint task force. Her eyes blazed with determination as she addressed Dr. Carter and Reynolds. "We know what you're doing here," Lara said, her voice firm, "and we can't allow it. The Zargothians will betray you the first chance they get. Humanity must stand on its own." Dr. Carter stepped forward, her expression resolute. "Lara, we understand your concerns, but this alliance is our best chance for survival. We need to work together, not tear each other apart." Before the argument could escalate, a Zargothian patrol ship appeared, responding to the unauthorized craft. Tensions mounted as the Red Dawn prepared to engage both the task force and the Zargothians. The situation was on the brink of erupting into violence when Zareth himself appeared, flanked by his elite guards. "Enough!" Zareth's telepathic voice echoed with authority. "We have no desire for further conflict. Let us find a solution together." Lara Stone hesitated, her distrust palpable. But the sight of Zareth extending an olive branch was enough to give her pause. The leaders of the Red Dawn agreed to a temporary truce, allowing Dr. Carter and Reynolds to explain the purpose of their collaboration. As the discussions unfolded, it became clear that the Red Dawn had discovered a critical weakness in the Zargothian technology. Their ambush in the desert had not been a mere accident. It was the result of careful study and experimentation. The rebels had found a way to disrupt the Zargothian energy fields using modified human firearms, a discovery that aligned with Dr. Carter's own research. Realizing the potential of this breakthrough, Dr. Carter proposed a bold plan. "Lara, your team has invaluable knowledge. If we combine our efforts, we can develop a weapon that leverages the best of both technologies. This could be the key to ensuring Earth's defense and forging a true partnership with the Zargothians." After a tense moment, Lara nodded. "All right, we'll give it a shot. But mark my words, if the Zargothians betray us, we'll be ready." With the tentative alliance expanded to include the Red Dawn, the task force redoubled their efforts. The next few weeks saw unprecedented progress as human and Zargothian scientists, engineers, and soldiers worked side by side. The facility became a hive of innovation, with new prototypes emerging almost daily. One particularly promising development was the creation of a new type of energy weapon, dubbed the photon blaster. This weapon combined the kinetic force of traditional firearms with the disruptive energy frequencies discovered by the Red Dawn. Initial tests showed remarkable results, with the photon blaster capable of penetrating Zargothian shields and causing significant damage to their ships and armor. The turning point came when a Zargothian scout ship, unaware of the ongoing alliance, attempted to infiltrate the facility. Using the newly developed photon blasters, the Joint Task Force successfully repelled the attack, capturing the scout ship and its crew. This victory proved the effectiveness of their collaborative efforts and solidified the alliance. Zareth, witnessing the success of the photon blasters, acknowledged the humans' ingenuity. "Your resilience and creativity are truly remarkable. Together, we can achieve what neither of us could alone." As the alliance strengthened, plans were made to expand the cooperative efforts beyond mere weapon development. Joint missions were proposed to explore new technologies, improve medical treatments, and even venture into space exploration. The once mocking Zargothians now saw humanity as equals, capable of contributing to the advancement of both species. The days of mockery and disdain were over. In their place stood a burgeoning partnership built on mutual respect and shared goals. The future, once uncertain, now held the promise of unprecedented achievements. Humanity and the Zargothians, once adversaries, were now allies in the quest for knowledge and survival. The alliance between humans and Zargothians continued to grow stronger, but not without its challenges. Despite their advancements, not all humans were convinced of the Zargothians' intentions, and pockets of resistance persisted. Meanwhile, the Zargothians themselves faced internal strife, as factions within their ranks questioned the wisdom of collaborating with a species they once considered inferior. In the weeks that followed the successful repulsion of the Zargothian scout ship, the Joint Task Force made significant progress. They developed more advanced versions of the photon blasters, incorporating improvements suggested by both human and Zargothian engineers. The weapons were now lighter, more efficient, and even more powerful. However, as the Alliance celebrated their achievements, a new threat emerged. A rogue faction of Zargothians, disillusioned with Zareth's leadership and opposed to the alliance with humans, launched a surprise attack on the Nevada facility. This faction, led by a ruthless commander named Zoltar, sought to undermine the fragile cooperation and reassert Zargothian dominance. The attack came in the dead of night. Zoltar's forces descended upon the facility with precision and ferocity, their advanced weaponry overwhelming the initial defenses. Alarms blared as soldiers scrambled to their positions, photon blasters at the ready. General Bradley, Dr. Carter, and Jack Reynolds quickly took charge, coordinating the defense against the onslaught. Zareth, aware of the threat Zoltar posed, joined the battle alongside the humans. His presence bolstered the morale of the defenders, who fought with renewed determination. The air was filled with the sounds of energy blasts, explosions, and the shouts of combatants. Dr. Carter, working furiously in the command center, directed the deployment of the latest weapons. "We need to focus our fire on their shields. The new disruptor rounds should be effective." Reynolds, leading a squad of elite soldiers, executed a daring maneuver to flank Zoltar's forces. They moved with stealth and precision, using the cover of darkness and the chaotic battlefield to their advantage. As they closed in on the enemy, Reynolds signaled his team to engage. The disruptor rounds proved their worth, penetrating Zoltar's shields and causing significant damage to his forces. However, Zoltar himself was a formidable opponent, wielding a powerful energy weapon that cut through the defenders with ease. He seemed unstoppable, his eyes burning with a fanatical determination. Amidst the chaos, Zareth confronted Zoltar in a dramatic showdown. The two Zargothians, once comrades, now stood as bitter enemies. Their battle was intense, energy beams clashing and illuminating the night. Zareth fought not only for his leadership but also for the vision of a future where humans and Zargothians could coexist. Zoltar, driven by hatred and ambition, taunted Zareth. "You have betrayed our people, Zareth. These humans are weak and unworthy of our alliance." Zareth, his resolve unwavering, responded, "It is you who have betrayed us, Zoltar. Your blind arrogance will lead to our downfall. Together, we can achieve greatness. Divided, we will perish." Their duel reached its climax as Zareth, drawing on his inner strength, unleashed a powerful energy blast that overwhelmed Zoltar's defenses. The rogue commander fell, his weapon clattering to the ground. With Zoltar's defeat, his forces quickly lost their resolve and retreated, leaving the battlefield to the Alliance. The victory was hard-won, and the cost was high. Many brave soldiers, both human and Zargothian, lay injured or fallen. The facility had sustained significant damage, and the survivors faced the daunting task of rebuilding. Yet amidst the sorrow and loss, there was also hope. The successful defense against Zoltar's forces proved the strength and potential of their collaboration. As dawn broke over the desert, General Bradley addressed the weary defenders. "Today we have shown that together we are stronger. We have faced a great challenge and emerged victorious. Let this be a testament to what we can achieve when we stand united." Dr. Carter, standing beside him, added, "We have much work ahead of us, but I believe in our ability to overcome any obstacle. Together, we can create a future where both our species thrive." Zareth, humbled by the sacrifices made, spoke to his people. "We have learned the value of unity and cooperation. Let us honor those who have fallen by continuing to work together, to build a future worthy of their sacrifice." The battle against Zoltar's forces marked a turning point for the Alliance. The Zargothians, once divided, now rallied behind Zareth's leadership with renewed commitment. Humans, inspired by their resilience and ingenuity, embraced the partnership with greater trust. In the following weeks, the Joint Task Force focused on repairing the facility and enhancing their defenses. They also launched an outreach campaign to win over skeptics and resistance groups, sharing the story of their victory and the potential of their collaboration. The Alliance faced numerous challenges, but the desperation and determination born from their shared struggle forged a bond that grew stronger with each passing day. The vision of a united future, once a distant dream, now seemed within reach. Together, humans and Zargothians prepared to face whatever challenges lay ahead, confident in their combined strength and shared purpose. The aftermath of the battle against Zoltar's forces left the humans and Zargothians united more firmly than ever. With the rogue faction defeated, Zareth's leadership was solidified, and the Alliance focused on rebuilding and advancing their shared goals. The Nevada facility, though damaged, became a symbol of their cooperation and a hub for innovation and development. In the months that followed, the Alliance made significant strides in multiple fields. The integration of Zargothian technology with human ingenuity led to breakthroughs not only in weaponry, but also in medicine, energy production, and space exploration. The photon blasters, now standard issue for both human and Zargothian soldiers, represented just the beginning of what they could achieve together. Dr. Emily Carter and Jack Reynolds were at the forefront of these advancements. Dr. Carter's lab buzzed with activity as scientists from both species worked side by side, sharing knowledge and ideas. The atmosphere was one of mutual respect and curiosity, a stark contrast to the initial tension and mistrust. One of their most significant achievements was the development of a new type of energy reactor, capable of providing clean, limitless power. This reactor, a fusion of human and Zargothian technology, had the potential to revolutionize energy production on Earth. It was a symbol of what the Alliance could achieve when they pooled their strengths and worked towards a common goal. General Marcus Bradley oversaw the integration of the new technologies into the military. Training programs were established to teach soldiers how to use the advanced weaponry and equipment. The combined human Zargothian forces, now known as the United Defense Corps, UDC, conducted joint exercises to improve coordination and readiness. Despite these advancements, the memory of Zoltar's attack remained a sobering reminder of the challenges they still faced. The Alliance knew that there could be other threats, both external and internal, that could test their unity. Vigilance and cooperation were paramount to their continued success. As the UDC prepared for future missions, Zareth proposed an ambitious project, a joint expedition to explore the stars and seek out new worlds. This expedition, he argued, would not only expand their knowledge but also demonstrate the strength of their alliance to any potential adversaries. Dr. Carter was thrilled by the prospect. This is an incredible opportunity. Imagine what we could learn and discover out there. Reynolds, ever the pragmatist, agreed. It's also a chance to show that we're not just reacting to threats. We're taking the initiative and exploring new frontiers. The proposal received widespread support. Preparations began for the construction of an interstellar ship, equipped with the latest technology from both species. The project, named Unity, was a testament to their shared vision and determination. As work on Unity progressed, the Alliance continued to address the needs of Earth. Human cities and infrastructure benefited from the new energy technologies, reducing reliance on fossil fuels and decreasing pollution. Medical advancements, such as Zargothian healing techniques, improved healthcare and extended life expectancy. The partnership also extended to cultural exchanges. Humans and Zargothians shared their histories, art, and traditions, fostering a deeper understanding and appreciation of each other. Joint educational programs were established, allowing young minds from both species to learn and grow together. The day of Unity's launch was a momentous occasion. Representatives from every nation and Zargothian city gathered to witness the event. The ship, a marvel of engineering, stood ready on the launch pad, its sleek design a blend of human and Zargothian aesthetics. General Bradley, Dr. Carter, Zareth, and Laura Stone, now a respected leader within the Alliance, stood together to address the crowd. General Bradley spoke first, his voice filled with pride and hope. Today, we embark on a journey that symbolizes the strength of our alliance and the limitless potential of our collaboration. Unity is not just a ship, it is a beacon of our shared vision for the future. Dr. Carter added, "This is just the beginning. Our partnership has already achieved so much, and I have no doubt that we will continue to break barriers and reach new heights." Zareth's telepathic voice resonated with warmth and conviction. Together, we are stronger than any one species alone. Let Unity be a testament to our commitment to explore, learn, and grow as one. Laura Stone, who had once doubted the Alliance, now stood proudly as its champion. "We have proven that despite our differences, we can achieve greatness through cooperation and trust. Unity is a symbol of our resilience and determination." As the countdown began, the crowd held their breath in anticipation. Unity's engines roared to life, and the ship ascended into the sky, a trail of light marking its path. Cheers erupted from the spectators, their faces filled with awe and hope. The launch of Unity marked a new chapter in the story of humanity and the Zargothians. It was a chapter defined by cooperation, innovation, and a shared commitment to a brighter future. The Alliance had transformed from a necessity born of desperation into a powerful force for exploration and progress. As Unity soared into the cosmos, the humans and Zargothians on Earth continued to work together, building a legacy of unity and strength. The journey ahead was uncertain, but with their combined talents and unwavering resolve, they were ready to face whatever challenges and opportunities awaited them among the stars.